our June monthly video. Can you believe a whole month has passed? Because I can't. It's crazy. It's always the summer months that fly by so much more quickly. But I have a few things to cover this month, probably in the same format than we've been going. But let's go as off the cuff and see where this takes us. So first, I'm going to do the monthly question/email a little bit differently than I have the past couple of months. And I will explain why. Around the national holidays, usually Memorial Day, Labor Day, September 11th, and the 4th of July, for some reason, Strong Prison Wives, usually the Facebook page, not yet as much on the site, but through emails and the Facebook page and our social media sites, we get a whole bunch of hate message, often from very radical Americans, military members, military wives support groups, and those sort of organizations. So we did receive one on Memorial Day. So I'd like to read it to you, not to put anybody on blast or to bash them. That is absolutely not. And I even block the name out and the email address so you can't see, because I don't want to start a ball rolling, but I just want to use this as a learning experience and teach you guys a lesson and have you learn through how I learned to deal with this stuff. Because unfortunately, anything that's on the internet, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, even the website, thankfully we haven't had too much hate there yet, but anything is open to people who want to be trolls and who are going to comment, and we have gotten our fair share of that. That's first of all. So, and not only us, but that's just the internet and the name of the game. But number two is that we lead a very, very, very controversial lifestyle and have chosen to walk a path that many people don't agree with. So that subjects us to a lot of hate as well. So being in the position that I'm in and putting my face and my name and everything out there, I've received a lot over the past few years that I've been doing this. So I want to teach you guys how I've learned to deal with it and hopefully can pass this along to you. So I'm going to start by reading the email. This is the most recent example. I've gotten hundreds, if not more, maybe thousands in the past. Let's not say thousands. I'm not going to flatter myself that much, but I've gotten quite a bit over the years. So I'm just using the most recent one as an example. It's kind of funny. So this one says, you need to remove your page so whereas I or anyone else won't look at it because it's fucking retarded, excuse the language, to wait for a man in prison when he'll just come out as a fag. So when I first got this message, I have to be honest, I laughed. I thought it was hysterical. First of all, if you're going to write me an insult, I always say this, and now this is me being a little bit of a snob, but if you're going to write me hate, please use proper grammar and learn how to spell, because how can I take you seriously when you're bashing me when you don't know how to spell or can't use proper English, especially when you call us uneducated? That's just a side note because he didn't do this here. But what an ignorant message. So after I left, of course, my ego hurt and I wanted to tell him, I honestly wanted to respond with him saying something like, well, you need Jesus. I'm not the most religious person, as you guys know, and I don't, but I'm very, very, very spiritual, and I respect all religions. That's why I'm not religious as to I follow one specific religion. But I'm not saying that in any way disrespectfully, but what I'm saying is when you turn around and tell me what I need, and I tell you what you need that way, how can you respond to me? However, that was a split-second thought, and then I decided to not respond. I have in the past responded hatefully and hurtfully. You know, he caught me on a good day, on a hormonal or overtired, over hungry, insert whatever would put me in a bad mood day, I might have reacted differently. In the past, shamefully, I have responded differently. I've put them on blast and let you guys go to town on them. I've openly responded because I can lash out and kind of be venom with my tongue. And I know that I have a way to hurt people with my words in writing. So I have done that in the past and I'm not proud of that, but we're human. We use everything as learning experiences. Now, for some reason, when I read that, it was just like out of nowhere, the most random thought came into my head, and it was, what would Mother Teresa do? How would Mother Teresa handle this? Would she react in hate? And would she keep that going? No, she wouldn't. One step further, Mother Teresa probably wouldn't handle it by ignoring it. She would show him some sort of love. But hey, I'm not Mother Teresa. But I decided that it was better just to ignore this man and to use it as a learning experience to teach you guys. So I want to teach you some of the lessons that I learned through receiving hate. So lesson number 1 that I learned, hate breeds hate. Meaning, if I get a hateful email and I react with hate, it's only going to breed more hate, and that's going to get that ball rolling, and it's going to get you nowhere. You're not going to change the mind of somebody that attacks you on the internet. Honestly, why even bother? They just want to lash out for some sort of something that they're projecting on you. When somebody has nothing better to do but to hang out on the internet and troll sites and say hurtful things, then it's no skin off of your back. They mean nothing to you. What in your immediate life and your relationship are they affecting? Nothing. So just ignore. Because if you lash out in hate, then they're going to lash back out in hate. And it's going to be this long-winded waste of your time. If it's not going to do something productive with your life, leave it alone and let it go. What's the point in starting this big fight? Now, admittedly, like I said before, I've engaged in these type of hateful conversations back and forth, and I've spewed insults right back, and I've let people know that. However, I've done it majority in my own defense out of protection for you, for my members, because if they bash me, that's one thing. I could let it roll off my back. However, if they bash my members and bashing Prison Wives as a whole, I feel a responsibility to stick up for you guys. Now, not saying that if this happens in the future, I won't do that, but maybe I won't do it as hurtfully or get you guys all riled up like I used to do. You know, I would respond in hate and then kind of do like a have at them type of thing. Or I would have sarcastically said something back and said, we're going to ignore you, and then, oops, accidentally added their contact information so people could harass them. What's the point in doing that now? So yes, I admit that, but it was a learning experience, and there's no point in bringing more hate into our community because we are an uplifting, supportive, encouraging community, and we try to keep away from all of that silly nonsense. All that is nonsense, and it's noise. When we need to help each other out, that's what we're doing. Along with that, I have a video in the premium section that you can join if you're not already a member. And join by clicking the bar above or going to the videos tab and upgrading your membership. It's minimally priced. However, I have a video where I go into further detail on how to deal with hate and how to the theories that I've come up with on why we should eliminate hate and we shouldn't respond in hate, and how we should learn to grow from it. So I encourage you guys, if you're not already members of the premium section, again, very, very, very minimally priced, to join. Reason that I keep it like that and away from in a private section is so my members and you guys feel protected from these haters, and so you feel comfortable to put your face out there if you want to respond in video, and also to protect myself because there's only so much hate that I can deal with when I'm trying to encourage you guys. So I decided to protect all of you and to protect myself, to remove myself, all of those weekly videos from YouTube and to do them in a private section. Reason, again, why it's paid is because I don't think trolls are going to spend a couple dollars a month or $20 a year. Again, that's minimal, but to bash us and to join up just to bash us. So I figured that was kind of a layer of protection to put over on us. Now, if you haven't yet seen that video, if you're not a member of the premium section, please go check it out because I go into detail. That's probably one of my favorite videos that's up in the premium section right now. A lot of tips and tricks on how to deal with it, how to overcome it, and how to advance in your life through it. But in the meantime, I have a message to all of our haters, and it's not hate or anything like that, but it goes a little something like this. Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too? Why you gotta be so rude? Why you gotta be so So sing along with me, girls. That was just a little fun way of saying there's no point in dealing with them and their rudeness. However, I challenge you guys, and I made this video on purpose, and I didn't want to give attention to the haters. However, I did want to point out that the 4th of July is coming up in just a few short days, and I am sure we're going to get a slew of rude comments and hurtful comments and and some hate going on the site and some trolls. And we take care of them as quickly as possible. We remove and delete and ban people, especially off the Facebook page. However, I challenge you guys to ask yourself in this situation, what would Mother Teresa do? What would somebody that you are completely enamored by and you respect and you think is one of the most respectable people that you know, how would they handle it? Would they waste their time on haters? Would they waste their time responding to people who frankly don't deserve any of their time? No. So just ignore it, delete it, and move on with your life. Do not give them the satisfaction of letting them know that they got to you, because to be honest, that's what they want, is a stupid reaction, and they're not going to get a rise out of us because we are SPWF rising, just like last month's challenge, and we're gonna rise above their crap and their nonsense. So that is my challenge to you guys this month. That is the monthly email that we received, a little bit different than the ones that we've answered over the past couple months. However, next month I'm pretty sure we're going to go back to that. I don't have it planned, obviously, but if you have anything that you want answered in a video format or any topics that you find come up more frequently than others, please feel free to private message me on the site or email me at strongprismwives@gmail.com. I will put it right here for you guys in case you need to see it in writing, and you can copy that down. So there you have the first one. Let's move on. The challenge of the month. First, I'd like to start and thank everybody for entering the SPWF Rising Take a Pledge Challenge. We got some great pledges, and your gift is on its way. So we're still in June. I believe I'm going to send this out in June. Still, but come July 1st or early July, you guys will have that. Like I said, everybody is getting something special from me for taking that challenge, because I know that that's something very, very, very important that really should be taken by everybody. So if you haven't yet taken it, that's fine. Hop on board, post in the Take a Pledge forum in the challenge section. In the forum section under challenges, if you just see the Take a Pledge hashtag SPWF Rising, you will see it, and you're more than welcome to take that challenge whenever you want. And I just want to give you guys a quote that I found that is actually from my honey that's going to keep you guys going. So Adam used to send out, starting, I think it was the year of 2011, it might have been 2012, they all seem to run together at this point. He would send out weekly health tips to his family and his close friends as his way of giving back. And I was going through there because sometimes they give me a little bit of inspiration on things, you know, in my own life or to help you guys with. And this one I ran into and I was like, oh my God, that's perfect for the pledge challenge. So I want to give this to you guys as a gift to keep you guys going. Not the gift that I said that I was going to give you guys. That's something completely separate. But just to keep you guys going a little further past the 30 days to keep yourself motivated to rise up above the nonsense. So let me read it to you.
Generally, it takes approximately 3 to 7 days to fully acclimate to any new routine, including the people, places, or practices that may be involved. If it happens to take you a little longer, simply hold steady and remain committed to whatever resolutions you made. As the ancient Chinese proverb states, repetition makes the master, so you too can and will become the master of all those things in your life to which you fully commit yourself. Never stop believing in yourself and your abilities, and know there is always someone that believes in you too. I hope that whatever it is that you've committed yourself to leads you to a year filled with greater health, love, and happiness. That is my wish to you, Adam Bentley Clausen.
I hope that helps you guys realize that, you know, just keep pushing it. It doesn't take very long to build a habit. You just need to stay steady and stay strong. And if there's nobody else in your life that you believes in you, know that I believe in you. And you can and will get through this. Moving on to July's challenge. This one is called the Mirror on the Wall Challenge. Ignore my horrible Long Island accent that's left over from when I used to live there. A lot of what we say, think, and feel is quite negative. Have you ever realized or paid attention to the things that chronically negative and sick people say, and the word choices they use, and how they say they feel, and what they've accepted as truth for themselves and their lives? They're creating a life of misery for themselves. Now, if you're one of those people, or if you have negative thoughts, you're human, we all do, All we have to do is retrain ourselves on how we speak to ourselves all day, every day in our heads, and flip that to be positive, and you will enjoy life so much more. Self-talk refers to the way that you speak to yourself inside of your head. All you need to do is retrain yourself on how to speak to yourself on your self-talk and challenge yourself to start thinking positively. Challenge those negative thoughts, and you just need to retrain yourself how to think. So I'm a little bit partial to the initials ABC. So I've come up with a way, I've adopted this theory. Actually, it's not completely mine. It's kind of pulled from a few other theories, so I can't take complete credit. But it's the ABC theory on how to retrain your negative thoughts, to grab them, to realize when you're having them, and what to do when you have them to move forward. So I'm going to need my notes. So let's start. A is the actual event. Stop when you have the thought and say the actual event or the situation or the person or whomever triggered this negative thought. Because once you name it, then you can move past it. So A, actual thought. B, beliefs. You love how I'm doing 1 and 2 for A and B. B, beliefs. What are your beliefs about this thought? Whether they be true or not. I know that you think they're true because you're thinking them inside of your head and it's how you're trained to think. But just start taking notice when you have these negative thoughts. C, challenge. Challenge your thoughts and dispute them with a positive reaction. Because are they necessarily true, or is it how you believe the situation? So let's take the example that I used last month about my me believing that my legs are too heavy to wear skirts. I use that in the pledge challenge, so we're just going to go with it. And so let's say the situation, the actual situation, is me wearing a short skirt and somebody looks me up and down and looks at my legs. That's the actual situation. That is what took place. That's the A. B, my beliefs about the situation is, oh my God, she's looking at my cellulite. Oh boy, she knows I'm fat. Oh God, I should have never worn this skirt. Oh my God, I have horrible legs. I'm fat and I need to lose 10 pounds and this is a snowball effect. C, I challenge those thoughts. I look great and I'm super confident in the way that I look in this skirt. She just looked at me. Maybe she was admiring my legs and all of the work that I put into them and the muscle that I built. I am a beautiful person and I deserve to wear this skirt with confidence because I have worked very hard on my legs and building the muscle in them. Strong, confident woman, and I'm empowered to look and act and wear and believe the things that I do, look, act, how I present myself, and believe. And it starts by wearing this skirt and being proud of my body. I have beautiful working legs that have many miles on them that carried me through races and workouts and to and from where I needed to go. And to and from where I need to go all day, every day, up and down stairs and in and out of stores and in and out of visit to see my husband. They allow me to get up and down and pick up my nieces and my nephews and play with them, and I'm super grateful for them. So that is a quick example of how you can challenge your negative thoughts and turn them into positive ones. And it doesn't have to just be physical. That's just the example that I used that popped into my head. Let's take this one step further. How can you combat these negative thoughts or even start to change your thinking that they don't appear as often? They're never going to stop because, like I said, you're human and that's just part of your thought process. So that's okay that they come into your head, and it's not a horrible thing, and you're not a horrible person, and you're not doing anything wrong when these thoughts come into your head. It's normal. But what we need to learn to do is just not pay them any attention and develop belief systems around them and to start to believe them and develop, again, insecurities around them and just let them pass and realize that it's just, part of life and it just flows in and flows out, and we're going to replace it with a positive thought that is the actual truth. So one way to get yourself thinking and into the right frame of mind is a theory developed by a woman who I admire so much named Louise Hay. She is the founder of Hay House, if you guys want to look her up. What she has developed is what we call mirror work. And I have actually discussed this in an older video, and I go back to this all the time because it's such a great theory. And honestly, I need to go back to it again because I stopped doing it a long time ago. So what Louise Hay asks people to do is to say positive affirmations about themselves every single time they pass the mirror. How easy is that? So every single time you look at yourself, instead of pointing out your flaws and being like, oh God, you see, I got a little tricep thing going on there, say, wow, I'm beautiful. And to start saying positive affirmations about yourself versus all those negative thoughts that we all say, oh, look at my nose. Oh, I wish my lips were a little fuller. It's silly because you know what? You look in the mirror and you're a beautiful person. She says twice a day, her theory is to stand in front of a mirror and say positive affirmations 10 times. That takes 10 seconds. That's it. I am beautiful. I am beautiful. I am beautiful times 10. Whatever you want to start implanting in your head and believing about yourself. That's true. Now, this might sound like some new age frou-frou, but it could also, let's just strip it down to normal psychology. What you implant in your mind psychologically, you're going to believe, right? So you might as well believe the positive things and make them come true in your reality, right? So it's hard to come up with affirmations on your own. I totally understand that. So I'm going to start you guys off with a list of affirmations, positive ones, from Louise Hay herself. If I can find them online, I will get them for you, I promise, because I know I have some in files somewhere else because I bought a lot of her stuff in the past, and I'm willing to share it with you guys. So check that out in the challenge section of the forum, the one that's going to be called the Mirror on the Wall Challenge. So again, when these negative thoughts come up when you're looking in the mirror and stating your positive affirmations, just recognize them for what they are. They're just silly old negative thoughts that we're going to leave in the past and replace with new ones. And I promise you guys it works for you. Now, I personally take this one step further, and I'm really proud of this theory that I've developed. And Adam's helped me with it a little bit, but I've tweaked it here and there. So what I do is I actually write the affirmations on the mirror. Now, before you think I'm crazy, it is washable. So either you can take for free an old lip liner, an old lipstick, an old eyeliner that you can write on the mirror with, which I've done before, and I don't love it, I'm not going to lie, because it leaves kind of a greasy film on the mirror. Even when you take it off with, let's say, Windex or something, eventually it does come off. But what I prefer to do is go to the dollar store, really cheap, buy yourself some washable markers, or dry erase markers are even better. You might even have some lying around the house if you have kids, or around the office if you work in a professional place with whiteboards. But again, dollar store, you can get a set of a whole bunch of different colors. I just don't recommend using like a yellow or an orange because it's really hard to see. But you just write on your mirror your affirmation, either for the day, or you can do like a whole list for the week. I recommend starting off small and just writing one. Writing your affirmation on the mirror, so every time you pass by it, you see it. It's there visually. You have it in your mind. You can see it with your face. You repeat it to yourself. Read it right off the mirror so you don't have to remember anything 10 times. If it's in the mirror in the bathroom while you're brushing your teeth, you could just see it and, read it 10 times. That's it. So I have so much fun with this one. I have an old picture that I have with my niece and my nephew in it, with all the writing on my mirror and me in front of it. You could see me snapping the picture. Again, for an old video that I made for you guys when I used to do YouTube videos all the time, but I'll insert that so you guys can kind of see what it looks like. Like a long paragraph, a really inspirational quote that I had written on my mirror. But again, just a quick affirmation. You always want to start them off with I am, and then whatever the phrase you want. I am beautiful. I am love is a great one. One of Louise Hay's, I am beautiful because I exist, period. Because you're here and a human being that was created to be on earth, you're a beautiful being. Do I sound crazy? I'm sorry. But I swear to you guys, mirror work and writing affirmations on the mirror has gotten me so far. You guys are going to love it. So I challenge you guys to do that. If you want to post up your pictures, post them up with, the hashtag SPWF Rising. We're going to keep that one going because, we're rising above and we're making ourselves the most beautiful, empowered, and encouraging versions of ourselves. That's what this is all about. So you guys have fun. Enjoy this challenge. Start your own blogs if you want, or comment under the one in the forum section and either post up pictures of your mirrors, or just, a couple words or maybe a paragraph or even your own blog. I would love it, on where this takes you, how you're doing with it, what your affirmations are. We could start a list of and use each other's affirmations, because they're really fun to come up with and to manipulate into your own life and things that you need to see in your own life. So have fun with it. I am babbling. Your health tip of the month is to move. Newton's law states that objects at rest will stay at rest, and objects in motion will stay in motion. So it's time for you to get moving. This month, I challenge you to move. Simply go outside and play with the kids, or go for a walk in the evening when it's dusk and it's beautiful and it's not that hot, or go play with the kids at the park, and instead of just sitting there watching them, get on the jungle gym and play with them and climb a little bit. Or on your lunch break, if you work during the day, go for a walk around the building. Or you could even simply start doing some sit-ups or some squats or push-ups or whatever you like to do. Nothing that serious or crazy. You don't have to be a bodybuilder, but just start moving, maybe while you're watching the new season of Orange is the New Black, if you haven't binge watched them all yet. I'm almost there. Or, during a commercial break of your favorite guilty pleasure TV show, you could set a timer and every hour get up and do something active. Now, the trick of this is, do not think of it as exercise, because that's not what it is. All you're doing is moving your body. And exercise has this negative connotation, and all of a sudden you think of spending hours on a treadmill, wasting your life away like a hamster on a wheel. That's not what this is. All this is about is just having fun and moving your body, especially during this time of year, during the summer, when you can get outside and enjoy that fresh air. You can even try out a yoga class or a Zumba class, or something that piqued your interest and looked fun and interesting, but you've been a little bit intimidated to try out. Now's your time to try it. Grab a friend and go have fun. Even if you laugh halfway through the class, you're still moving. I did that one time. I took a Zumba class with a girlfriend, coworker of mine, and this class was really advanced, and we had never taken Zumba before. She was a dancer. I've never had dance training in my life, if you couldn't tell from that Why You Gotta Be So Rude video that I was trying to dance along to. And we literally just laughed, spun in circles a couple times, couldn't keep up with the crew. Everyone had a good laugh at us. We had a good laugh at ourselves and had so much fun. Did I come out of there a Zumba dancer or a professional dancer? Absolutely not. But we still moved. We sweat a little bit. We enjoyed our time together, and we got in a little bit of a workout. So try that. Again, you do not have to join a gym. You do not have to take a class, and you don't have to go learn how to play a sport. This isn't what this is about. Just go out and, like Newton said, become in motion, stay in motion, move your body, and start burning some calories. Staying in motion is the key to longevity and discovering greater joy in your life. So get moving and comment and let us know what you did this month for the fitness challenge. And lastly, we have a remember quote of the month. And this month, the quote is from Deshawn. And it is from one of her blogs that she posted. And unfortunately, it was the blog that she posted after her dog died. Recently, Deshawn had to put her companion, her best friend, Sky Blue, to sleep. And it was a really tough decision for Deshawn. And she did what any loving, caring mother would do. And she didn't want to see the poor baby suffer anymore, so she had to put her down. I encourage you girls to read that blog because it's so beautiful and so heartfelt. And she turned it around and related it to things that prison wives had to have to decide. And this quote came from that blog post because I thought it was so beautiful. So not only do I encourage you guys to go read the blog and offer Deshawn some sympathy, I encourage you guys to retweet this post, and I'm going to add it to the email message just like I did last month. So please tweet this one out because it's so beautiful. And Deshawn says in that blog post, sometimes in life we have to make choices that we may not really want to. We have to look outside of our own wants and needs and think about what is best for another. We do this every day as prison wives. So what a beautiful message from Deshawn, unfortunately, in a hurtful time in her life, but she twisted it into something positive like beautiful Deshawn always does. So again, I encourage you guys to tweet that one out. So as promised last month, I do have a message from Deshawn that I'm going to read to you guys. So she said, first I want to say welcome to all of our new members that joined the community this month. I'm so glad you found your way to us, as we all need support during this time in our lives. And there is no better support than from someone who knows and understands exactly what you're going through. She's so well spoken. I urge everyone to go to our group section and join some groups, as it is the best way to meet other SPWs that are in similar situations. Over the last month, our staff team has been very busy coming up with new ideas and projects for our community, and have lots of great things coming up in the next few months. In case you guys don't know, let me interject right here. Deshawn manages our whole staff at SPWF, and she keeps things running all the time. She's the Chief Operations Officer at Strong Prison Wives and Families, and she's basically the Chief Officer of helping to get shit done. I will go over everything in more detail in my June activities and projects wrap-up video. Our main focus is going to be me time. It's very easy for us to get caught up with taking care of everyone else's needs. We often forget that we have our own needs too. You can find Deshawn's videos in our video section. So if you click above on the videos tabs or on the purple bar above the top of the website, you will be taken to the membership video section that I mentioned earlier in this video. I encourage you guys to go there because we have so many beautiful videos for you guys to learn from and to answer your questions in there. So if you have questions you want submitted and answered in a private video just to premium members, then you can submit them to me and let me know that you want them answered there as well. I'm getting tongue-tied, case in point. She said, make sure to check in the blog and challenge forums and watch my monthly activities projects video so that you don't miss out on anything. Oh, I guess she posts them in the blog and challenge section too, so ignore me. If you have any questions, concerns, or ideas for upcoming activities or challenges, feel free to contact me, this is Deshawn, on the site, or email me at spwdpeterson@gmail.com. I'm really looking forward to the next couple of months here at SPWF and hope all of you members share my excitement. And I am with Deshawn. I am really looking forward to the upcoming months at SPWF and all of the great activities and challenges that we have going on, because she's right. A lot of stuff is focused on self-love and care. And I know that we've always said it, but Deshawn and I had an experience last month where we both just were down in the dumps and drained completely dry. And in a conversation, we realized it was because we weren't taking time for ourselves. So I encouraged Deshawn to go take some time away from everything and to recharge her batteries. And what she did was she spent the day at the beach with a friend and came back totally refreshed and ready to go and ready to serve everyone. So through that experience, we decided that we are going to actually block off time in our calendars every month to take time for just ourselves. So we are developing activities and projects to help you guys do the same thing too, because one thing that we all have in common as prison wives is that we take care of everybody else's needs and often put our very own last. And it's that age-old theory that I come back to all the time, that when you're on an airplane and you need the oxygen mask, you are encouraged to put it on yourself first before you put it on anybody else or a child, because you need to breathe before you can help anybody else breathe. You need to take care of yourself and your needs before you can take care of the needs of others. So I'm going to leave you guys with that thought. Moving forward, check the blogs, the activities, and challenges forum. You guys will get these videos, compliments of me out of appreciation for you guys being members and contributing to the beauty and the support system of our website and our sisterhood. So these videos are my thank you gift to you. But moving forward, if you want even more love and support and videos from me, I promise they're not all this out of the blue and crazy, and I don't babble this much in all of them, but I answer kind of nitty-gritty questions and tell you more about my life, and I show you the outfits that I wear to visit every week, and I go through kind of policy and procedure stuff, and I answer more direct, pointed questions that are sent to me from girls who have questions about their relationship, about my relationship, about surviving this life in there. So I encourage you, check out, did my computer just die? check out that section. Actually, my computer is dying, so I have to go. Keep staying strong. Keep loving strong. Keep supporting one another through this journey. Remember, today is one day closer to your happily ever after and all of this being behind you. Lots of my love from my heart to yours. I will see you guys next month in our monthly SPWF newsletter update video. Until then, take care of yourself. Keep staying strong.
The Strong Prison Wives and Families community is a group of extremely positive, supportive, caring, and loving people dedicated to helping one another through this journey. Go to www.strongprisonwives.com, leave a comment, and join in on the conversation now. Also, check out our blog section where you can read daily thoughts from fellow wives and family members. Hop into the action by posting comments or your own blogs too. If you want even more support from all over the world, plus inspirational stories and insights from a lifer's wife who's been doing this a long time that I only share in my private video section, go sign up now. Again, this is Ro, co-founder of Strong Prison Wives and Families. Keep staying strong, keep loving strong, and sharing your support with our community. Lots and lots of my love to you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the site.